beautiful afternoon we have here today, and we have a special guest with us. We have Kristen with us, who is one of the members of the semi-newly formed Roseville Business Network Group that we had. Nolan and I had the pleasure of meeting back, I think in August when the group first started. And Kristen is in the financial services industry with a local firm and business, and we are just so pleased to have her with us today. So we're going to start out with Mr. Nolan doing what he does well.
Yeah.
You are on.
Oh, okay. Why are frogs so happy?
I don't know. Why?
Because they eat whatever bugs them.
Now,
I love that.
Well, we're so pleased today. Thank you, Kristen, for taking time to be with us today.
Absolutely.
So we really appreciate it. We know you're busy, and we just always appreciate fans and advocates for a touch of understanding, being able to spend a little time with us. So tell us, how was it that you became acquainted with a touch of understanding?
Yeah, well, I had the pleasure of meeting both you and Nolan about 6 months ago at the Roseville Business Networking Group. And you both were so passionate when you spoke about the organization. And I just knew it was something that I wanted to experience for myself, and very happy that I did.
Oh, well, we were so glad that you did and continue to be a spokesperson. So one of the things that you had a chance to do was to actually not only visit, but participate in one of our workshops.
Correct.
Tell us about that experience, if you would.
Yeah, it was a very eye-opening experience, and what I was really impressed with is there was a nice mix of participation where the kids could actually go ahead and try out different equipment, whether it's the wheelchair and so forth, but then there also was the component of the stories, and I just found them so heartfelt and so moving. And what I think the workshop really does is it creates awareness. It just makes you very aware, because I think we get so busy in our everyday lives that we tend to, take things for granted.
Yes.
And it's really impressive to see these individuals not only managing their disability, but in a lot of ways overcoming it.
Yes.
And they're so happy. So I found that extremely inspiring.
Well, now you had a chance to participate in the wheelchair, in the white canes.
Yes.
You were there with some of the speakers. You were also there learning about the prosthetics.
Yes.
And also the learning disability segment. What was the one that seemed to touch you the most or impact you, and then share what that was?
It's probably the stories that I heard from these individuals.
Okay.
Yeah. I just found that was just such a raw firsthand experience of what they've dealt with, and I just think it was also really nice to see the level of engagement from the children. I was actually really surprised about that going in. I thought, well, let's see, do children, are they going to be very much wanting to participate? And they were. They loved it.
Yeah, they love Nolan.
They love Nolan.
Oh my gosh,
yes,
they
love him.
When he starts talking, he gets their attention, and
Yes.
if they start veering off a little bit, he brings them right back, in a nice way, and the kids all paying attention.
Yeah, it's funny. You just suck them in, they're
thank you so
totally
much.
focused to you. Yeah, it's amazing.
That was
impressive.
really good.
Thank you.
Now, if you were going to be inviting anybody or encouraging anyone to come, like we did the other day, inviting members of the network group, say, look, we have a workshop this Friday. Y'all invited.
Right.
Y'all come. So, what would you say to someone? Because that's where I think it makes a difference. We can talk all day, and we'd like a talking head about what we do, and it's not about us. It's about the impact that the children experience. What would you say to someone to encourage them? Because once you come, you get a whole different perspective of the workshop and the impact and the life-changing experience that the children actually have.
It's definitely one of those experiences that both of you described, but you can't really wrap your head around it until you actually participate and go.
Yep.
And what I would suggest to people is, even if you have an hour, go. I know it's like a 3 or 4 hour workshop, but I stayed, I think, for the majority of the time, and I thought it was fascinating, and it's really interactive, and again, it creates this mindfulness and this level of empathy that I think we lose so much in our day-to-day routine.
So we started with one. Maybe Mr. Nolan has another joke that he can make you smile at.
Yeah.
So he does.
What type of flower is the most talkative?
I don't know. Which flower?
Tulips.
Not one lip, but two lips.
I love it. I love it.